Hey y'all, how y'all doing on this lovely Wednesday evening? Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm coming back with y'all. I'm coming back to y'all with another story time. This is a time where I found out that my sneaking link lied about having kids. So yeah, like, comment, share, subscribe. Share my videos, guys. So basically, I'm gonna name him Daryl. I met Daryl over 10 years ago. I was in the 6th grade and he was in the 7th or 8th grade. Basically, we went in the same school, whatever. And in that school, I used to hate this guy. I forgot what I named him, but he was a bully. Like, he used to torment me all fucking day, every day, but calling me ugly and stuff. So it was one day where we was on the bus and he was like bullying me and stuff. And Daryl and his other homeboy that I had a crush on, he was so fine. Like, he had some juicy ass lips. He was light skinned, real fucking cute. And yeah, he was like, they was like, oh no, she not ugly, she mad fine, and she pretty and stuff like that. And it was these twin fucking thoughts talking, like, it was these twin sisters, like, and it was like, oh, that bitch ain't cute and stuff like that. And I'm like, I wasn't even saying that because I was like mad quiet and timid like back then or whatever. But now that a bitch called me ugly, I'm like, bitch, where? You want to fight? Like, what the fuck is your problem, bitch? You mad because anyway? So yeah, so basically that's how I met Daryl or whatever. And years later we had met up or whatever, and he told me, like, when we first met up, like present time, whatever, it's like 2000 and I think 18 or 19, he had told me that he basically met up with me at his aunt house or something on Clifford. And I was like, I don't remember that or whatever. I don't remember meeting his aunt or nothing like that. And it's crazy because his sisters went to the school with us too, and I think his sister's older sister told me that I think she was related to my dad and stuff like that. And I'm like, and I kept on asking, I'm like, I was like, is your dad such and such? She's like, oh, I don't know my dad, stuff like that. I'm like, I know first, because first the sister told me that she was like cousins of mine or whatever. Like, my dad was her cousin or whatever. And then I asked him, I'm like, are you related to such and such or whatever? And he was like, oh no, I don't know my dad and stuff like that. I'm like, dang, I hope this nigga not my cousin or my fucking brother, because his last name is my dad's fucking last name or whatever. But I don't know. We never got established. Hopefully he wasn't my brother, because that would have been so fucking weird. My sneaky link was my fucking brother. Like, that would have been so fucking weird. But we met up or whatever, and we hooked up a couple times. And he gonna say one time, he like, oh, if I have a baby, I'm gonna name my baby after you and stuff. And I'm like, okay. Like, I didn't know what to say, like, about that. I'm like, yo, this nigga weird or whatever. And so a couple days later, not even a couple days later, I think it was like a day or two later, this girl had contacted me, and I'm gonna name her Jasmine. And she was like, oh, do you know Daryl? And I was like, yeah. I was like, who is this? And she was like, oh, this is Daryl's girlfriend. How do you know him? And what is he telling you? And I was like, he told me that he was single or whatever. And she was like, oh no, Daryl not single. That's my boyfriend. And he has kids with me, and he wasn't taking care, he don't take care of his kids and stuff like that. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, yo, I was about to sing that song, that song from Mary J. Blige. She said it's your child, and it really messed me up. How could you deny your own flesh and blood? Like, I started singing that song, like, what the fuck? Like, and then I had asked him about it, and he was like, oh, I don't know that girl. And at first he denied it, and then I kept on asking him, because niggas be slipping up and they be lying and shit. So I had asked him again. I'm like, do you know somebody named Jasmine? Because she contacted me, telling me that you is still in a relationship with her and you got kids by her. And she even showed me the pictures of her of them. And he was like, oh no, that's my ex-girlfriend. She delusional. I never had kids with her. And those kids that she had was basically, he was saying that those kids was the kids that she watched or whatever. Those not even her kids. I'm like, nigga, you lying, because why would she lie about having kids? And she showed me the pictures of the fucking kids, and you look just like the kids look just like his ass. Like, you could tell that girl could not stand him, because those kids look just like him. And he kept on denying, and my stupid ass still believed him, and basically took him, like, kept on linking up with him, whatever. And then it was a time where they was doing construction out in my house, and I had a wooden porch, and I kept on telling him stop leaning on the porch. He was leaning on the porch like a little ass fucking boy or whatever. I'm like, stop leaning on the porch, because you if this fucking wood break, you gonna pay for it. Like, I'm not gonna be responsible for the wood breaking, and they fixing the fucking complex and shit, and you leaning on the wood and shit. And I kept on telling him stop leaning on the wood. And it was another time where I had him at, up here. We never did nothing, because I stopped having sex with him after all the allegations came about. Like, I got really unattracted to him, and I stopped having intercourse with him. And it was that time where I told y'all about that damn delusional ass neighbor of mine about the parking spot and shit. And she had run my doorbell talking about, oh, you got company, can you tell your company come move their car? And I told him, I'm like, yeah, she be having beef with me all the time about fucking parking spaces that don't even belong to her. All she gotta do is move her car over. And he gonna like take her side, talking about, oh no, stop shipping that. Well, if she tell you to move the car, just move the car. Like, he was taking her side. I'm like, yeah, that's a fucking trigger for me, because it was a relationship that I was in before, and the dude never took my side, even if I was right or what, even if I was right, he would never took my side. So I'm like, yeah, this nigga, and he lying about having kids and stuff too. And the girl Jasmine even contacted me again, and she was like, you still messing with him? And I was like, no, girl. I was like, I'm just chilling with him, but he kept on saying that wasn't his children and stuff like that. And she was like, girl, he lying to you. Don't let him lie to you and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry, girl. I was like, I don't mean no harm and nothing like that. I'm like, I'm gonna stop messing with him, because he doing too much. He lying about having kids. He just doing too much, not taking my side, not want to commit. And even I had asked him, can he take me out on a date? He gonna make a fucking big deal about it, talking about, oh, I be having to work and I don't got no time to be taking you out on no date and stuff like that. But you wanna fuck on me and shit? You wanna fuck on me all the time, but you can't take me out on a date? Nigga, fuck you. Daryl, if you watching this, fuck you. Ooh, I wish I could say your name. But... And it's so crazy, because today, basically, the dude that wasted my time, I had saw him, and he looked kind of crazy. Like, I don't know what's up with his face or whatever, like right here and stuff. But he had basically asked me to put my number in his phone again, and he had asked me what kind of restaurant I like or whatever. So he claimed he gonna take me on a date, but this is the thing. It's like a red flag, kinda, because he gonna say, oh, I'm gonna take you the details Sunday. Nigga, today is Wednesday. You can't tell me the details tomorrow or Friday. You talking about you gonna tell me when you gonna take me out on Sunday? Nigga, you wasting my time. Because I said I don't want people to be wasting my time. I said I'm a lesbian anyway. He started laughing. I'm like, what you laughing about? What's so funny about that? And he was like, oh, and then he gonna text me talking about, oh, I hope I didn't change your mind, or I didn't help you change, or whatever the fuck he said. Basically talking about he hoped that when I changed, not dating men or whatever, he hoped that it wasn't him or whatever. And I'm saying to myself, yeah, you're a part of it. You're a part of it, but I don't know, guys. I don't know if I should go on a date with him. He talking about fucking Sunday. He gonna fucking tell me, and he off like Monday or Tuesday or whatever. And I don't know, but yeah, that's the story. That's my little rant about a potential date, but I'm not for sure about it. I don't even feel like really going because I know he's gonna waste my time again. And yeah, that's the story time on Daryl, and he lied about having kids or whatever. And I saw I mess with him. And then a couple weeks later, after that, I saw him because I was walking from the I was walking, taking the mail, like basically taking the mail and putting it in a little blue thing or whatever to mail it off. I was walking around the corner. He gonna stop, and I'm like, damn, is this nigga stalking me? He was like, oh, can I you need to ride around the corner to your house? I'm like, no, nigga, I'm right around the corner. No, he's like, you need to ride. I was like, no. I was like, you know my house is right around the corner. I don't need to ride from you. I was like, no, I'm good. And he gonna text me on Messenger talking about, oh yeah, those dudes was looking like who is like basically who is that dude approaching her and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, all right, you're nobody to me. Like you lied, you wasting my time over 10 fucking years. You lied about having kids and shit. Like, look, Jess,